welcome to more absolutely real-time talk, real-time honest talk with you. And I'm not even using my big camera, which I said I would in the last video, but I really wanted to, while the kids are eating lunch, I don't even know what I'm gonna have for lunch, talk about stuff. So I'm trying to even think back to when I first had children. So, you know, when people say you have 11 kids, how do you do it? I say that I did one kid at a time. When I had my first child, I was very much yes. I said yes to everything. So if people wanted to give me hand-me-downs or noisy toys or whatever, people could just rock up and drop stuff off. And then it probably, well, I can remember very distinctly. I had my first baby in 2005. I had another baby 2006, 2008, 2009, 2011, 2012. When I was pregnant in 2014, I looked around my house and I was so overwhelmed, like just out of control, overwhelmed. And it was a combination of all the flow of stuff that came into the house, of me not having boundaries with other people and me not having boundaries with myself. I think I've mostly established boundaries with other people, but I still struggle with myself. I don't know why I do this. I just don't know why, but I have been feeling very overwhelmed by the amount of stuff. I just did the video going through the girls' clothes with them. And even in like watching that video back and thinking since then, yes, they've got all this nice stuff and I like it and it's pretty, but it's just too much stuff to manage because we're now, Saturdays is the day when we like try to really do deep cleaning things and resetting the house and everything. And we have too much stuff. So what I decided to do was, because I do want to give my girls like ownership of their own things, I was like, let's go organize our stuff. What my 6-year-old did with stuff that she didn't know what to deal with, she threw in the wash. So clean items, she threw in the wash. And when I'm like, why did you do this? She's like, because I wanted to. Girlfriend, you have too much stuff. That's why. And when I have been far stricter with letting them keep a set amount of things, but their own choice of things, it has worked a lot better. So I am suffering with it's my fault. It's my fault, but instead of just being like, oh, well, we have this stuff, we need to keep it, blah, 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 I am going to be pulling out things that I just really think that it's just excess. It's just too much stuff. Yes, the stuff may be really nice. Yes, when we purchased it, we may have thought, we love this and it's so perfect, or, you know, the kid might think it looks great, but it matches nothing in their wardrobe, or it was hand-me-downs and I wasn't originally going to keep it, but then I thought, oh, well, maybe keep it. Maybe we'll use it. It's too much stuff for the children to manage. And I can't manage it. I cannot. I've got, my oldest 2 children are 99% of the time unavailable. And then my boys are better utilized doing things like digging things up in the garden and working away and using their big strong muscles and not doing tedious little houseworky things. But if Saturday's supposed to be a deep cleaning day and I'm finding we're spending half the morning just trying to tidy the too much stuff that we have too much stuff. We have too much stuff. So, and like, I don't have the time. So Luke is 5 months old and he is actually finally just gone down for a nap. It's lunchtime. I'm exhausted from holding him for many, many hours. Now, it's my job and I love it and I love holding him and I think he's so adorable and wonderful. But holding a baby means that I constantly have one or both arms occupied. He wants to face out. He wants to see things. If he spots me and I'm not holding him, he will start carrying on and being crazy. And so I end up just holding him because I'm like, oh, well, the baby's my job, I'll hold him. But then it just limits me. I can't do stuff. And I don't want to just be like, hey, can you move this here and there and shift that? And we have too much stuff. That is the thing that I've come to. I do want to do a video where I'm showing all the things that I declutter and why. I have a feeling that video is going to have a lot of stuff in it. And I've just got to stop the flow of things into the house. I just really do, because if you've seen other videos, you know we have not moved. We're in the same house. And this house is not magically getting any bigger, and yet we're bringing more stuff in. We're allowing stuff into the house. And I can't keep on top of it. And it's depressing. It's demotivating. It's stressful to constantly be thinking of like all the stuff that we have. Can we truly be completely and totally minimal with 13 people? 13 people brings 13 amounts of stuff. But man, we can do a far better job than I take responsibility than I have been doing, because I can't manage this stuff anymore and I hate that feeling of being stressed. So let's be proactive. So as I'm filming this on my phone, I can see all the stuff behind, and I'm like, you know what? We're going to have to make some decisions because it's too much stuff to manage. And yeah, so where do I even begin? I don't know. I begin at the beginning. I don't even know if I'll be able to set up the camera as I sort through everything, but I will show you the end result. Maybe in another video, and then if I remember, I can like link the video to this video, or you can subscribe and it'll show up eventually. But I'm feeling a lot of feelings today. I don't like this. It's very bothersome, and I don't want to put tons of pressure on my kids to be like constantly packing away and constantly like, you know, we need to fold stuff and reorganize, and I just don't want to keep doing it. I want it to benefit all of us. And I just know from all my experience in mothering that we have thrived when we've had less stuff to deal with. Resentment and anger and conflict and frustration has grown along with the amount of stuff that we have, because it's too much stuff to manage. And if I'm going to try to be an excellent and good homemaker, I've got to actually do it. So enough talking. Someone has come inside. I'll find out whoever they are, and I'm not gonna fall in a heap. I just thought, record it, show you guys, show up for you, show you that even if you can make your piles neat, that sometimes the piles are too much. Like, we do washing every day, so I don't need 55 billion pajamas, or, you know, we might need more socks, but less jumpers, or I don't know, but it's just a too much situation. So I'm already feeling like the sting of how ultimately it's been irresponsible of me. I've either brought this stuff in or allowed it to come in, and now I'm in a situation of decluttering again. Will I learn my lesson? I hope so. The pile in the laundry is already huge, so it's time to dig deep, and I'll see what I can manage to record, but no promises, because life is just, it's a lot. So yeah, enough talking. I've got to get to work.
And then again. And that's a perfect folded. Oh!